This fly-through will cover the distance covered in this episode from Ortherley Junction to Tixall Wide, about a mile from Great Haywood. This is about 20 miles and therefore I've accelerated the motion in order to shorten the time taken. Some of the labels are unreadable at this speed, so if you want to see the place names along the way, I suggest the best thing to do is to pause the video at the appropriate point. I apologise for this, but really if I ran this at the normal speed it would take far too long. The aim of this canal was to link the rivers Trent, Mersey and Severn by connecting into the Trent and Mersey Canal, which was being constructed at the same time. It's 46 miles long from its junction with the Trent and Mersey to its meeting with the River Severn at Stourport. Engineered by James Brindley, it was opened throughout in 1772 and was an immediate success, carrying the products of the potteries to Gloucester, Bristol and the West Country. Connecting with the Birmingham Canal at Aldersley Junction, it also carried goods from the Black Country to the potteries. When the Shropshire Union Canal opened in 1835, known then as the Birmingham and Liverpool Junction Canal, traffic from Birmingham to Merseyside began to take this shorter route, and the canal lost a great deal of traffic along its route to Great Haywood. This traffic only used the short section between Ortherley and Aldersley Junctions, and the company raised its tolls for this short section to such high levels that a new canal scheme was promoted which would avoid the Staffs and Worcester altogether. The Staffs and Worcester had to give way to the potential of losing even more traffic, and the tolls were reduced to an acceptable level. Despite this, the canal continued to be financially successful, and it was the increasing competition from the railways that saw the beginning of its decline into the 20th century. Having travelled south-southeast on the Shropshire Union Canal for 41 miles over the last 4 days, we now turn sharp left and head north-northeast on the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal, making our way towards its junction with the Trent and Mersey Canal at Great Haywood Junction. The other side of the bridge it gets very narrow and it's only one boat width, so Sue's gone forward to just see if there's anything coming the other way, and she's going to radio me back when it's clear. M54. We're probably only 3 or 4 miles from where we went under it on the Shropshire Union, and now we're going under it on the Staffordshire and Worcestershire, because we're working our way back north now. Back in open country, having come through the edge of Wolverhampton.
Oh, giraffe.
Giraffe. We had planned to stay at Llangollen tonight, but we've made a decision that we're going to press on and reach Penkridge. But it means we've got a few extra locks, and there's a series of locks before we get to Penkridge. So we're pressing on. It's only 4:15. We got to Llangollen about 3:30, 3:15 perhaps. And strangely enough, in the last hour we've seen more boats than we've seen for the rest of the day. So whether people are trying to get back to base at the end of a Sunday or not, I don't know. But we're going to find somewhere to stop at Penkridge. Just coming into Penkridge now. This is Phylance Lock, and after this we've got one more to do in the middle of the town, and then we'll find some moorings on the other side as you start to leave Penkridge. Here we are in the middle of Penkridge, Penkridge Lock, Bridge 86, and we've got just to drop down this one and find a mooring in the visitor moorings in the village centre. Sue's using a ratchet windlass to good effect because it won't go all the way around, so the ratchet comes in handy for that. Quite deep locks these are. We've dropped quite a considerable amount as we approach Penkridge. As you can see, there's quite a bit of leakage on this one, as there was with all the others we've come down this afternoon. Monday morning, and we're just leaving Penkridge. This is Longford Lock, which is the first lock outside Penkridge. We're aiming to get to Tixall Wide today. It's about a 5 hours cruise. We've given range for early So it's the end of the cruise today. We're at Tixall Wide, right at the end of the Staffordshire and Worcestershire Canal. Behind me, about a mile further away, is Great Haywood, where we join the Trent and Mersey. So not only is it the end of today's cruise, it's the end of this series of videos, because the rest of the journey we've covered on other series, so I don't intend doing any recording on that section. We've got about 4 days left before we get to Shardlow, but as far as these videos are concerned, this is the end of the journey. So all it is for me to say is thank you for watching, thank you for following our journey, and we hope to see you next time.